Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to your general guidance. It's me, Julie Poole. It's tea and tarot time with Julie. So grab yourself a cuppa, put your feet up, get yourself comfy. Let's have a little look what's going on for my Capricorns. And this is a timeless reading guide. So whenever you find it and it resonates for you, that's when it's meant for you. All right. Okay, it's good for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and cross watching. Never forget the cross watchers. All right, my lovely people, let's get comfy. Let's see what's going on. This is one of the Marchetti decks. We have got the Queen of Wands. Ooh, in your power. Look at her face like, hey, get out of my way, I'm coming. Right, we've got the Knight of Cups. Oh, we've got the King of Cups and the Knight of Cups. I'm not as familiar with this deck. Give me a little minute. We've got the Page of Swords. Center of your reading, you have strength. Okay. And we've got the Nine of Swords. That's why you need the strength. Okay. All right. We've got the Ace of Swords. Lots of swords energies, Capricorn. In your head, are you thinking, overthinking, planning, plotting? We've got the Eight of Wands. You're ready to move forward. Oh, look at that. Towards the Wheel of Fortune. Into a new chapter. Right, let's get your affirmation out. What's the most appropriate affirmation for my Capricorns, please? What's the most appropriate at this time? I treat myself and others with a respect. Okay. Now, I'm pretty sure that you probably are super respectful with other people. I think this is more about you. Are you respecting you, your dreams, your wishes, your goals, your energy, your well-being, your happiness? I don't know. Let's find out. All right. We've got change. This is the everyday spirit guide affirmation cards. And it says, make space for the new. Change is coming. Allow change to unfold. It's a number one, a new beginning. All right, let's have a little chat then. Oh, okay, they're saying, no, we haven't finished. They want to have an oracle card. Okay, this is the wisdom of the oracle. When I say they, I'm talking about my higher self and my spiritual team who guide these readings through me. Okay. Truth be told. Oh, okay, now it makes a lot of sense. Number 14. All right, let's chat, Capricorns. Come closer. Let's have a little chat about this, okay? So on the card, for those of you walking the dog and listening or driving, I know lots of you listen to me when you're driving, which is why I always tell you what the cards are. All right. Now, truth be told is a number 14. That's a 5. Fives are about change. Now, we've also got the change card on the deck, the affirmation of change, which is number 1. We've also got the Wheel of Fortune, which is about change. So we've got a triple message here that we're in an energy of change. Now, all of us are, but it's impacting, affecting, effecting different signs in a different way, different emphasis. All right. So your change is really about pushing forward from a place of your own truth, your own self-respect, your own desire to follow your path. All right. Now, what do I mean by that? I'm just listening to my team and they're saying, look, all of you are in different phases and stages of life. You're all on different paths. But we have been very much programmed, conditioned, supported to support other people. Make sure everybody's okay with what we're doing. Make sure that we're keeping everybody happy. Well, it's kind of shifting and changing. That doesn't mean that you're turning into an egomaniac. It means that you are recognizing your own dreams and desires, even if it puts somebody else's nose out of joint. Right. So we've got truth be told. Now, on this card, we've got the owl holding open the windows, standing on the mask. So the mask, of course, represents us wearing a mask, put a smile on your face. Yeah, I'm fine. Yes, everything's lovely, hunky-dory. When actually, is it? Is it really for you? Because the owl is saying, let's step into our inner knowing, our higher wisdom. because that's the owl represents, that higher wisdom. Let's throw open those windows and shed some light on the truth and really ask yourself, never mind other people for a minute, this is about you, Capricorn. What do I want? What's important for me? What's working for me and what isn't? What do I want to change? Let's work that out for yourself first, and then listening to what's important to you. And then once you know what you want, you can then share that truth be told, with other people. Now, not always easy to do. We've got a lot of swords on the table, like what they're going to say, what they're going to think, is it going to be okay? Oh, I don't know. But we've got the strength there right in the middle. So, first of all, drop in that mask about yourself, because, we can kid ourselves. I'm ever so good at it. I don't know about you. We can convince ourselves that black is white when it suits us. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah. Don't bother people. Don't let people know you're struggling, or, yeah. And this is about saying, let's be truthful with ourselves first, so that we can allow the change to come in. Make space for the new. Change is coming. Allow change to unfold. Don't resist it. Don't push it away. Don't say, oh, well, we'll just keep the status quo. Because basically, why? What's going on? This is about, am I the same person I was a year ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago? If I'm not, which is probably the case, then I'm probably living the life I created a year ago, 3 years ago. It doesn't necessarily fit me now. All right. It's like outgrowing, a pair of shoes, and they get more and more uncomfortable. Right. Now, I know we don't necessarily do that as adults, but have a little think back to when you were a kid and your feet were still growing. And when they used to get tight and pinch, it wasn't comfortable. And we'd have to say to our mum or our dad or our gran or whoever it was that I was caregivers, to say, my shoes hurt and I need bigger ones, So they're asking you to have a look at that. All right. Because I'm just getting this energy here of, like, it's pinching a little bit. And I need to move into a bigger size. All right. My life needs to move to the next size. That doesn't necessarily mean that I'm, chasing an unrealistic dream. It's saying perhaps I've outgrown this way of thinking, or this relationship, friendship, job, this, whatever it is for you. Perhaps I've outgrown it. So let's get truthful with myself. Now, we need to step into this. I treat myself and others with respect. It's a reset card, right? For those of you who don't know what I mean by that, all right, my book, From Hoping to Having, there's a law of attraction book teaching you how to live your best life. It's in 3 sections: remember, reset, receive. So the first remember section is about remembering your power, personal power, spiritual power, blah, blah. The middle section, the reset, is once I know my power, let me have a look at my belief systems and what might be holding me back, and let's shift that. Let's reset that thinking. Let's change it. So I treat myself and others with respect, and that includes your desires, your dreams, your goals, that you respect them and you allow them to come forward. Okay, so let's look at what's on the table then, and then we'll go into each of the cards individually. So you've got 2 major arcana cards with Strength and the Wheel of Fortune. Now, whenever I see the Strength card, it means that we need to be courageous. It doesn't mean don't get scared. It means, as the book says, feel the fear and do it anyway. We've got this Strength, which is the Leo card, and we've just gone into Leo season. Even though this is a timeless reading, most of you will be watching it in July, August, but you can refer back to this at any time if you feel drawn to, there's something about that reading I need to click on, then do that. I'll put it on the playlist. All right, there's a playlist for all 12 signs, by the way. It's on my homepage if you want to find it. So we've got the Strength to move towards this Wheel of Fortune. Now, when we look at this diagonal, we've got the Queen of Wands. Oh, miss, get out of my way, I'm coming. And through the Strength to get to that new beginning. And then the other way, we've got the Ace of Swords moving through Strength towards the Knight of Cups. I'm taking action on my happiness from a place of strength. All right. But we do have the Nine of Swords on the table, which is the anxiety that, oh, is it going to be okay? I'm scared. It's okay. We're going to recognize it. But we are taking action. And we've got the King of Cups from a place of emotional maturity with the Knight of Cups, which is an action card about your happiness. So let's look at it in more detail then. All right. So we've got the Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands is dynamic and determined. She knows her value. She knows her worth. She knows she can make magic with that wand of hers. It's all about passion and power and excitement and drive and motivation. So if you've been feeling that your motivation got up and went, it's coming back. All right. The Queen of Wands is saying, what do I want? I know my value, I know my worth, and I absolutely respect myself and my dreams and goals, and I'm going to focus on making them happen. Whatever that is for you. This might be love or health or money in any area of life, because it's a general reading for my Capricorns, and each of you are going to have different priorities and focuses. But when we're in the Queen of Wands energy, then we are very much saying, I value myself, I value what I want, and I'm going after it. So we're in that determined, assertive energy. So we're taking action on it. Now it's rooted down with the Page of Swords, right? Now pages are not necessarily action cards, they're opportunity cards. So we create those opportunities. And the Page of Swords, because swords is about air energy, thoughts, logic, processing, investigation, and communication, then that Page of Swords is saying, right, I'm looking for those opportunities to move towards that new beginning, whatever that is for me. And I'm doing whatever research I need to do. And I am opening up those opportunities to take it forward, whether that's a new job or a new home or a new love or a new attitude. I'm investigating, opening up, right? This is also the card of social media, and just looking at communicating because I'm ready for my new beginning. We've got this Ace of Swords, which is all about an aha moment, a new idea, new inspiration, new clarity. Sometimes we can have several days we just feel a bit foggy. And then the fog seems to clear, and we have this aha moment of, oh, okay, kind of right. I know what I want. I know what I need to do, and off I go and do it. This is allowing those ideas to come forward. And because it's with the Queen of Wands, Mrs. I'm powerful, with that Page of Swords, I'm investigating, I'm finding out, I'm opening up to opportunities. Then those opportunities can flow in because you've opened up the energy. So it's like you create a space and the universe says, oh, here you go. You might be interested in this. You might like that. This might be helpful. Things start to come into your awareness. And that's what the Ace of Swords is doing, is bringing new ideas in. So if you wake up with a new idea that came out of nowhere, listen to it, trust it, allow it, okay? Because you are taking action, right? If we look at this, we've got the Knight. Sorry, I keep saying the Knight. He's next to him, the Knight of Cups. We've got the King of Cups here. Now, kings are obviously powerful. And it's next to the Queen of Wands. We've got this power coming from a place of determination, but also with the King of Cups here, coming from a place of emotional maturity and flow. The King of Cups, he doesn't have tears and tantrums. The water around him is often quite choppy, but he doesn't stress about it because he just goes with the flow. He doesn't resist, he allows. And he's looking at it from a very wise place. All right. He's compassionate, he's heart-centered, but he isn't kind of all gushy and mushy with the heart. He's kind of, what does my energy feel like when it's flowing? Where's the fulfillment, the enrichment? How does that enhance my world and life? Then that's what I'm going into. It's all very calm and very zen and not tears and tantrums. So you are looking at your emotional well-being. Many people are living lives that are quite empty within. They might be all right on the surface, but inside it doesn't feel fulfilling. And so that's okay. We're saying, how can I make my life a little bit more fulfilling, a little bit more enriching? What does that look like for me, feel like for me? And then we start looking into the action we might want to take to bring more fulfillment into our world. There's a strong emphasis this year on community for everybody. And that doesn't necessarily mean people, can be for many of you, that, yeah, I just need more friends or more social life or more family time. For others, it's I have my furry family with my cats, my dogs, my animals. For others, it's your spiritual community. It's allowing yourself to say what enriches me. It's different for each person, isn't it? So you're allowing that to come in. Now, we have the Strength card with the Eight of Wands. Now, these two are going together. The Strength card is in the center of the reading, which means it's influencing everything. You're in a very powerful place right now. You're in a place where your courage, confidence, this sense of I can do it, your will, all right, because the Strength card is riding that lion that she's sitting on here in terms of, yeah, my will is taking this forward. Nothing's holding me back. Now, it's rooted down with the Eight of Wands, which is the card of nothing's holding me back. So when I come from a place of strength, confidence, courage, with a determined I can do it energy and this emotional uh leading from the heart, I was just listening there, then as we do that, it all opens up, because the Eight of Wands is the card of forward movement, news, good news coming forward, everything, any blocks that were in the way dissolving, you're aligning with that forward movement and it's opening up, you're moving it. All right, so the Eight of Wands is the minor arcana equivalent of the Chariot, forward movement. Now, the Chariot is victory, success, it's fast energy. So the Eight of Wands is doing just that. If things were blocked, now they're unblocked. The sun is shining right in the center of these wands, saying, you can push through now. You can go through now. Finally, you can take the action that you've been taking action internally, planning, plotting, thinking, aligning, researching, allowing the new ideas to come in. Now we're taking them forward. The Knight of Cups is action. Now, this can be an offer coming your way, an opportunity for love, or something that's going to lift your heart and open things up for you. Or this is you taking that action, right? However it plays out, it's always about you and your action, but sometimes it shows up energetically as somebody comes in and offers you something that is going to, it could be a love offer, it could be a job offer, it's going to be something that's going to make you happy. But this is also about you following your heart of where your happiness lays. Now, is that going to be straightforward and absolute confidence? No, probably not, because we've got the Nine of Swords here, which is the card of anxiety and stress and worry and sleepless nights and fears and doubts. And you know what? It all looks a bit darker at 3 o'clock in the morning, doesn't it? And it's saying, okay, this shift forward towards the Wheel of Fortune, towards this new beginning, is a bit stressy. And it's like, okay, feel the fear and do it anyway. Or equally, it could be the other way around, that you're looking at, because we've got the Knight of Cups above it, you're looking at who, what, why, when causes stress in your life and what you can do to move that forward into a better space. Because the Wheel of Fortune is a new karmic cycle. It's destined, fated. This isn't an accident. This isn't the universe doing you a favor. This isn't temporary or luck. The Wheel of Fortune says we are now moving into a brand new karmic cycle. You're moving with that wheel that's turning, and you're just allowing that to turn. So the strength with the Nine of Swords says, I have the strength to overcome any wibbles and wobbles, any like, oh, it's going too fast, or, oh, it's going too slow. It's allowing, I'm moving into this new space. Now, the astrologers are all talking about this basket thing that's going on, that's the extraordinary, never seen anything like this before astrological stuff, which go and check out your favorite astrologer and find out more about this. But my angels, because I'm not an astrologer, my angels say to me it's all absolutely right and correct and true, and we are moving into unprecedented times. That's what I'm hearing, okay? So we're shifting, we're moving. So let's find out a bit more about what this is about, okay? So we can see, truth be told, we're in this truth, we're allowing the Mars to drop, we're shining a light, opening that window so that we can step into change from a place of respecting myself and those around me, okay? And we're doing it from a place of strength, power, doing our research, sending out those emails, those texts, those phone calls, that whatever we need to do, because this new beginning is opening. It's opening up. Love and compassion from a place of respect, strength. We're moving ourselves forward towards that wheel of fortune. We're allowing the opportunities and the action to take us towards it. And even though that might be a bit, am I doing the right thing? Is it okay? Allow those to come and just trust that this new beginning is meant to be. So I just want to clarify a little bit. No, not clarify. They're saying that's clear enough. So can we find out a bit about the outcome then? You always need the outcome, and it's rather than allow it to unfold. Okay, so they're saying let go of the outcome. Can we give you some advice? Yes, we'll give you some advice. All right, so let's find out then. What's the advice? Five of Cups. Look at where it's unhappy, unfulfilling. High Priestess, Three of Swords, Knight of Swords. Okay, let's look at these. So this is some extra advice and guidance, all right? So Five of Cups. Where's he gone? This one. Five of Cups is obviously the card of, I say obviously, you might not know. Okay, Five of Cups is regrets, sadness, crying over spilt milk. 3 cups are spilt, 2 cups are still standing. We're looking at our world and life and saying, is it doing it for me? All right, basically, that's what this is about. We're focusing on the 3 cups that are down, right? So let's not dress it up. Let's look at it and say, yeah, I thought that was going to work for me. It did for a while, but now the cups are spilt. So I can't put the milk back in the cup. We're going to focus on the 2 that are still standing, and we're going to move forward. We're going to move on. But if I don't look at those 3 cups that are spilt, all right, I won't know what works and what doesn't, so that I can reset to move forward. So it's important. The 5 of Cups is actually helpful. I can look at my world and life, not from a place of regret, but from a place of awareness, of learning, of understanding. As I look at that didn't work, or it doesn't work anymore, or it's gone now, don't regret it. It grew me in some way, shape, or form. It grew me into who I am now. And now I go, right, okay, I realize and understand that that makes me sad, or that makes me lonely, or that makes me empty, or that loss or that grief needs to be processed and let go and understood. So how can I build my better future in a really positive way if I'm not acknowledging what's painful and what's sad? We've got the 3 of Swords here as well. Because if I'm holding this pain, and many of us are holding pain, disappointment, upset, sadness, the universe is saying, don't just go blindly into the future with that Wheel of Fortune and that 8 of Wands. Do you want to take that pain with you and that sadness with you? Or do you want to process it, heal it, leave it behind and move forward fresh? Because I think you do. All right, so this Three of Swords is saying, all right, let's look at the pain. Let's look at the sadness with the Five of Cups. Let's work out what works for me and what doesn't. And then I can take my world and life forward from a place of honesty and truth and awareness. That's what that mask is doing. Drop the mask. If I feel sad, if I feel regrets, process them. That's the Nine of Swords. Not easy. I might have a few tears. I might have a few sleepless nights. Did that work out to be what I thought it would be? Is it a disappointment? Let's not pretend anymore. Let's just let the truth come out and say, yeah, that was hugely disappointing. And that was painful, and I'm letting it go now. Healing. This basket thing that's going on upstairs in the cosmos is a healing, realizing energy that's been happening since Uranus went into Gemini, right, in early May. We just keep getting these truth bombs. We just keep growing in this, like, oh, and another thing. Okay, let's work that one out. But even though it can be challenging, and I know it can. I've had more truth bombs in the last 3 months than I've had in the last 3 years, and it's not been easy. But I'd rather know. I'd rather kind of go, oh, okay, then I want to build my life on something that's real, not on something that's false. But was it easy? No, you know. So now we step into, from that place of awareness, the High Priestess with the Knight of Swords. So we've got the Page of Swords here, which is the opportunities for that communication and clarity. And now here's the Knight to take that forward. Now, this Knight of Swords is the fastest moving knight in the deck. He's banging off emails, picking up the phone, talking to people, sorting things out, making things happen. Now, it's with the High Priestess. So we're doing it from a place of my inner being guiding this. But the High Priestess is also about what's hidden and what's unseen. So we're seeing this Five of Cups, what's unseen, what's hidden, the pain, the disappointment, the loss, the heartache, the heartbreak. Look at it all. This is your opportunity to heal it, release it, understand it, so that you can create a better life going forward. So the High Priestess is guiding it. Let the truth come out. The High Priestess is the truth. And the truth card is here with Truth Be Told. And the Truth Be Told card number 14 is a 5. Fives are about change. And then we have the affirmation of change. Now, the Wheel of Fortune confirms the change. So what is the change? The change is, look at what doesn't work, what's painful, what's sad, let go of regrets, take the learning, do the healing, allow it to shift. Look truly at the truth of your world, life, health, energy, relationships, finances, whatever it is for you. Look at it all clearly, honestly, openly. Let the higher self guide you, and then take appropriate action. He doesn't delay the Knight of Swords. It's like, right, this needs to be done. You know, I'm going to make those changes. Now, he is about communication. So you're making calls. You're taking action from a place of clarity, truth, awareness. There's no more fogginess here. He goes charging in. He's not waiting. Look at him running towards his motorbike. It's like, right, I know what I need to do now. Bang, let's get on and do it. And that is what is taking you to that Wheel of Fortune. And remember, while you're in this big shift driving forward, that this is good for you. It's fortunate, Wheel of Fortune. It's a positive shift. And what we're saying is, we don't want to jump on that bike. There he is running in. Knight of Swords is running towards the motorbike. He's going to jump on and he's going to go whoosh into the future. He doesn't want to take with him all of this angst and anguish. He doesn't want to take with him a load of regrets and sadness. He's like, okay, that didn't work. Whoosh, what are we doing about it? Let's move on. Let's shift. You know, I'm on it. I'm on it. Okay. Right. Let's finish off with an angel message for you then, my beautiful Capricorns. Final message for Capricorn, please. This is the Oracle of the Angels. Okay, you are being given all the energy that you need, right? Number 30. Threes are about growth and expansion and joy and love. Look at the bubbles coming off her, right? That this is all that was heavy or dark being pop, 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 pop. Get rid of it. You're being given the energy that you need. Bathe in the light, my beautiful Capricorns. Know that you're ready to move into this new chapter. Know that everything is happening for you, not to you. And know that your heart is guiding this, and all will be well. All right? Okay, that's what I have for you, my beautiful Capricorns. I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for joining me. Everything you need to know is in the description box below. The link to my book is also in the pinned comments. And the book will help you create your greatest life. All right, it will give you exact step by step. This is what you need to do. So I really recommend that you get it. Don't take my word for it. Look at the reviews, okay? See what other people are saying. And I will see you on Friday for the weekly collective reading. And I'll be back with another Capricorn reading in a few weeks' time. Okay, take care. Lots of love. Bye-bye.